Welcome back. You're watching Power News. Despite its advantages of meeting peaking power requirements effectively and having low variable costs in the long term, the hydropower sector has failed to ramp up capacity. According to latest Power Ministry estimates, the 11th plan hydropower target of 8,237 megawatt will fall short by almost 25%. In absolute terms, there are likely to be a gap of 2,036 megawatt. This is after the government scaled down the original 11th plan target to 15,627 megawatts in its midterm review.
There has been a slowdown in the growth rate of hydropower capacity addition in recent years. As of 2010-11, the year-on-year growth in capacity stood at 1.91% as compared to the 7.2% achieved in 2006-7. The rate of capacity addition was particularly dismal during 2009-10, when only 39 megawatt was added against the targeted 845 megawatt. So far, in the 11th plan period, about 57%, around 4,710 megawatt of the revised target has been achieved.
The 11th plan target as set by the Government of India of 15,627 megawatt. Presently, about 5,300 megawatt has been achieved, and the balance expected is about another 600 to 700 megawatt, and the cumulative achievement is likely to be of the order of 6,000 megawatt, which comes to about 40% achievement against the target.
Of the 9 projects that are likely to miss the 11th plan deadline, private sector projects aggregating 1,099 megawatt constitute the largest share. The slippage is equivalent to almost 45% of the sector's overall expected contribution to the 11th plan target of 2,461 megawatt.
So many hydropower stations were awarded to so many private parties and to government PSUs, and some of them could not take place, could not start. Mainly this was because of delay in environment and forest clearances and some issues of R&R. It was envisaged that if private parties, private companies come in hydro sector, they will start the work immediately. But so many of them, they were not having any experience in hydro projects, and they have just taken the projects from the state governments. They have been allotted. They could not foresight the geological surprises and problems specifically in hydro stations.
Among the reasons reported for the slippages in these projects, the most significant ones have been land acquisition, rehabilitation and resettlement issues. This is a major challenge, especially for large hydro projects, due to their massive impact on the project affected population.
Due to its own internal issues, the land acquisition is taking a longer period than envisaged under the Land Acquisition Act. The stages of clearances, particularly the environment and forest, it is a long process, particularly for hydro projects in the northeast.
Another reason hampering construction activity at some of the projects have been law and order problems, including agitations by local groups. Geological challenges such as flash floods have been another major reason cited for the slippage. For developers, unforeseen geological parameters often change the dynamics of the projects.
Generally, hydro stations are in a very interior part of the country, in hilly areas, where proper logistics are not available, proper roads, proper bridges to take oversized material to the site. So many problems like this local problems, say in northeastern region, sometimes it is local problem, some downstream problems. These weather conditions are very big problems, because in hilly areas lot of rainy season is there, so winter season is there, so working time is very less. So this is one of the very big problem in hydro.
The upcoming 400 megawatt Maheshwar project in Madhya Pradesh is a case in point, with construction work on the project failing to make significant headway on account of R&R controversies, despite being granted techno-economic clearance in 1996.
The clearances which are required there from the other nodal ministries need to be monitored, and the policies of the Government of India should be for the development of the hydro projects in an accelerated manner rather than in a normal manner in which the delays do take place by the various nodal ministries in the clearances.
With almost 2/3 of the country's hydro potential still untapped, the sector's poor growth is a key challenge. With a view to resolving some of the problems faced by developers, the ministry is taking steps such as rigorous project monitoring at different levels. Developers on their part need to take a more holistic view of projects by engaging sympathetically with local communities and managing R&R issues. It's time to take another short break. Stay tuned.